Hello?
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 Hello.
Is it every other Friday,
Is
gang?
it every other Friday?
It's every other Friday.
It's every other
Yeah.
Friday.
Heck yeah. Welcome, everybody. It's every other Friday. What? And welcome to GutPunchRP, a stream channel focused on RPGs, largely of the tabletop variety, diverse storytelling, and charity. We are sponsored by Dungeons Gate, a local Midwestern game shop. You can type !Dungeons Gate to check out their website, and be sure to use the code GutPunchRP for 10% off anything that is not already discounted. Would you like to support us in non-monetary ways? Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Liking the videos and retweeting our Go Live tweets really does help the channel. There are quite possibly more fun things coming in our future, but you'll just have to stick around and see. So go ahead and give us a follow. If this is your first time here with us, welcome. You have joined us for episode, oh no, I don't even know what episode, 22 of Darkness Rising, a homebrew fantasy 5e campaign. Typically we play every other Friday, however, special treat for you all, we will be playing next Friday. So definitely come join us next Friday. It'll be our last game before we take our holiday break. So definitely come join us. And join us again in the new year when Laurelwind comes back on every other Monday and we return. So without further ado, shall we get right into it with a little episode recap. Last time on Darkness Rising, the party was finally rewarded for their help with something! Yay! Although the princess was unaware of much that happened, she did give them each a reward for saving the city. Quinn told the others what Reyna had mentioned to her before she vanished, that the Academy of Morinshire was under attack, and the enemy should not get any more orbs. It was decided that rest was very much needed, as well as a more private location to discuss next steps, so they returned to the manor. Once within the safety of the home, the party did some casual investigating around the 3 orbs they already possessed. Jade focused on the white one from Lauren, Liliana focused on the pure golden one they had purchased from a tavern in the first town, and Quinn used the one she'd been gifted. Liliana found herself trudging through darkness until she saw the vast emptiness of space around a small, vibrant planet covered in blue oceans and flourishing life. But then dark tendrils began to ooze up into the atmosphere, and Liliana realized she was not looking through her own eyes, but through the eyes of the starry figure, who answered her questions as best as she could. Quinn saw through unfamiliar eyes, but looked out upon a familiar scene. The tall shelves were a familiar comfort as she studied them until the smell of burnt tinders filled her nose as fire flicked at the edge of her vision, devouring the vast library around her. Surrounded by hooded figures, Quinn acted, offering a comforting word before sending her magic through the orb, and watched as it lashed out at the hooded figures from whichever vessel she used. All the while, Jade focused on the white one. While Liliana and Quinn were gently eased into the power of the orb, Jade was called in. She saw through the dragon's eyes and looked up at a familiar sight. The monastery she'd spent her whole life training at stood before her. Lauren, in a cold, condescending tone, told Jade that he would return to Aletha in 2 days, and that she had until then to decide if she wanted to return the orb or lose the monastery in its entirety. With the worry for Jade's home, the party took the day to set out and see what they could do. Will they make it in time, or has Lauren already taken everything? We pick up at the bottom of a hill, looking up at the monastery. Its tall walls of sturdy rock look fairly untouched, but it's quiet. Standing out at the front gate is a lone figure who seems to be crouched casually in dark leathers. What do you all do?
At this distance, do I recognize who the person is?
Roll me a perception or investigation. I'd say more so on the investigation side, since you're studying the person specifically. But
Investigation?
yeah.
15.
You're looking at the figure, and it is just too far to tell distinct features. However, you know everyone at this monastery. You don't know anyone who sits like that.
But at the moment, they're not moving. Just keep pace. If they're
Okay.
not moving, I'm not gonna make sudden moves.
Okay.
How far away
What
were
are
they?
You guys are about 50 feet away from the front of this monastery, exiting into an open clearing that looks up at the monastery, which sits on a sort of hill of sorts.
I think River's gonna quirk an eyebrow at Jade, because they were in the front of the wagon together. Anyone you recognize?
No, but it's not entirely out of the ordinary for new people to come in.
Okay.
Liliana will keep a hand on the black steel with gold encrustments pole arm that she carries on her back, and we'll just be watching Jade. If Jade is not tripping, Liliana will just vibe for now.
Kira will be along the same lines, keeping a hand on her sword, keeping an eye out for whatever everybody else is doing, especially Jade, and we'll be following her lead. Yeah.
It's like a flat open field that we're coming up on.
It's not like it is open. Like
Yeah.
you're like exiting like the trees. They've cleared the trees so that they could have like open area, but it is up a little bit. It's not like a steep hill, but it's kind of like a gradual slope up to the front.
If it is possible to like walk off the trail, I would just kind of like, or Odessa would just kind of like scoot off to the side so we're not all in like one line,
Okay.
just kind of flanking.
Okay. She bounces to the front and like sticks her head out. She's like, looks so cool.
It is very cool.
And that's where you live?
Yeah, that's where I was living.
You must be so rich. It's so big.
And we're rich in a different way.
And she looks confused at that, but like is too enamored with the marvel of this very large compound before her. As the horses trod forward, the sound of their hoof beats are the only immediate sound that you can hear. You near the front keep, and the figure stands. They're broad-shouldered, but they're hooded, and their leathers are black and brown with a few reddish so accents. Who are you?
Is that the figure asking it?
Yes. They like call down.
I should ask you the same. I don't recognize you, friend.
What? I've been here for at least 2 weeks now. Who are you to come in such a large wagon?
Jade does just find this really funny. 2 weeks. Wow, that timing is interesting. That's about the time that I left.
Well, why'd you leave?
Business.
You come back with money?
Mage armor.
You must be new here.
Nah. But that's what the boss said.
2 steps back.
Yeah, something's definitely off here. Are we still on the cart?
Yeah.
Can I insight check this small child?
Yeah, go for it. Please insight.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please insight check.
Oh, I'm glad other people said they wanted to insight check. That's such a good thing that y'all did that. +0. That's a 3.
Ooh.
Dirty
good.
20.
Ooh,
Okay.
Natural one.
22.
Ooh, nice.
God damn.
Quinn, Kira, you've never been here before. So they might not be totally in the wrong. Except for there's a slight twitch to the side of their mouth that you notice as you get closer. A slight glint in their eyes. That kind of makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
What color are the eyes?
Their eyes are... One is gold, and one is almost white in its coloring. Sort of a icy tone.
That was gonna be my question. Yeah. Yeah, like an icy white. Cool. Cool.
Am I picking up any magical vibes from this character?
In what sense? Like, do they have magic?
Like, are they in a disguise?
The general feel as you pull the cart to a stop is no. Not
What about
openly
under
apparent.
control?
You can roll me an Arcana check.
Thank you.
River is scanning periphery, by the way, see if there's anyone else kind of watching
Give me a
this with interest.
perception roll.
Okay.
16.
You get the sense that there's some sort of aura around this person. It's faint, and it doesn't feel like it's not recent. But there's definitely something there. But with how, like, old it feels, it's really hard to discern exactly what type of magic.
Do they have anything around their neck?
What's your passive perception or investigation?
Bonkers.
Passive investigation is an 18.
Okay. You can't tell. They're wearing a high collar with their leathers. Something to protect their neck. River, what was your
6.
6? You glance around the top of this monastery. There doesn't appear to be anybody up there.
Okay.
Since I would kind of know what the general volume of the monastery would be like from this distance, now that we're stopped,
Yeah.
is the silence unusual?
Yes.
Great.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Yes, it's unusual. You're used to the occasional sound of faint children screaming when they're playing out in the courtyard. There should be kids occasionally running out of the front doors.
Yep.
the sound of other monks in training practicing the steady rhythmic practiced punches. There's none of that.
How close to River? Or, like, how close am I to River?
River's sitting up in the front with Jade, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So you guys are all within at least 10 feet of each other. Because you're in the wagon. But you can easily maneuver within the wagon to get closer. As she has absolutely thrown open the front of the wagon. So she can move up at the monastery.
I would kind of move up towards River and Jade and just try to discreetly be like, they're wearing a suspiciously high collar. One of their eyes looks a bit icy. I wonder if they're being controlled.
Yeah, something's off. I don't like it.
It's too quiet here.
Hearing
Oh.
that, could River use her invisible mage hand to kind of just pull the collar down slightly or just open it?
You can tell looking at it, it's like molded leather.
Hmm.
It's not like fabric. It's there as a guard.
Is
So it
there
would
any
not move.
indentations on it then? Since it's molded leather?
No.
Okay.
Something is very wrong here.
What you saying up there? Come on over. We can have a chat. If you're here, then I'm sure someone here would know who you are.
Love to detect thoughts.
Okay. Surface level thoughts. Who do these bozos think they are? Just coming on up here, all willy-nilly. Boss said no one should be here. Wait, didn't Boss talk about that person? Or those... Is that what happened? I wonder what's for dinner tonight. Man, I'm so bored. When is the change gonna... When's my cover coming?
As soon as I hear boss, I'm pushing.
Okay. You push into their mind and you get a vague sense of oh my gosh, I can't believe we have to do this again. Someone doesn't Val know that he's just being used? I'm so over all of this. Hopefully with this we'll be able to take out that damned lizard. And so on and so forth. Kind of borderline. You definitely get the sense they're not actively looking to murder, but they're definitely irritated with the situation they're in.
Is Val familiar?
Yeah. River, that's the River sister she told you just a couple nights ago.
Yes. Yep. Kind of lean over to River, and discreetly. I think they're working for your sister.
Is anyone I recognize then?
I don't think they're a fan of the damned lizard.
Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. What do we do here then? Just ask him some questions, or seems hostile?
I mean, I hate to be the one to suggest this, but maybe we play nice?
What?
Who are you you, and what have you done with Quinn?
I would say, like, how many of us can hear this?
I mean, Jade definitely. I assume.
Yeah, Jade can
aside
hear it.
from Anissa, who kind of like stepped off to the side a little bit. You are all still on the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Anissa,
No,
What
I
do
mean,
you-
if they're still moving, I would be creeping. Like, I'm trying to make it to the wall, but I'm also, like, red light, green lighting it a little bit.
okay. Are you like kind of like lingering back towards the wagon, or are you still off?
Oh,
Like-
definitely still off to the side. Like, I'm trying to
Okay.
keep, like,
Yeah.
wide,
Okay.
kind of coming this way.
I think River's absent-mindedly, like, playing with her necklace to Val, wondering what on earth she could ask her.
I don't even know who we would introduce ourselves as. Like,
Yeah.
like I lived here. No, your sister's involved. This is not good.
All right, what's the name of the monastery again? Where are we at? What's the town?
It's not a. There's no town. It's just the monastery. Jade, have you ever told them the name?
No, and I gotta pull up my notes.
No, I didn't. I was like, I had them up already because I was like, I gotta reference them. I don't think it has a name.
I gotta find where I put them. But there's a name somewhere. They might be buried in our DMs.
Also highly possible. Let's see. Search.
I'm like so tempted just to cast suggestion on this kid.
I'm tempted to try a thing or four
Hey,
as
help
well.
yourself.
But
Yeah.
I
Help
mean,
yourself.
well, my things are. I'm not a sneaky. My things are noticeable, so I'm waiting and watching.
I
I'm,
do
like,
not have.
flopping through the grass.
I do not have any name
Uh.
for your monastery.
I know it's
But I-
buried in my shit
It's
here.
probably like the temple of.
I got it.
Okay. Okay. Rob. So. Yeah. You know, it's the temple of Ralden.
But I wouldn't think that would be familiar to anybody here though.
Not in particular.
Okay, I think River's going to just gonna decide against her necklace, drop it, and subtly cast suggestion. And calm down. No need to get hostile. We're all friends here. Why don't you just answer our questions honestly for the next, just answer our questions honestly and let us know what's going on around here. We've been away for a while.
And that's a wisdom save.
As a
correct?
wisdom save. Dan's not out, so it's straight roll.
It is a 17.
Meets it. Oh,
Beats it.
meets it, beats it.
Is this like Zone of Truth where they will know that you cast the spell? Or
I
they
don't-
just, because they just hear your words?
They just hear my words. I'm pretty positive,
Okay.
but let me just double check really quick.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's what it is,
Mhm.
especially since you subtly cast it. They didn't see any like hand movements or anything.
It does have a material component if you want me to do a sleight of hand. Okay.
I will assume that you guys all stocked up on components before leaving. The only
No, the spell is material and vocal, and subtle only takes care of the vocal aspect. Vocal and somatic. So if it's material, technically I still need to,
you would have had to take it out.
or reach into my bag and grab it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you definitely would have grabbed it as you were. They don't appear to be. What's the word? They don't appear to be like very suspicious. They
Mhm.
seem very comfortable, so that they don't flinch or like react as you reach into your bag to pull out this component.
Okay.
I've been honest this whole time. It's you who ain't been honest. Where you coming from?
What's how about we do this? I will give you an answer, and in exchange, you answer a question of mine, and we'll go back and forth until we know each other a little better.
I mean, it's getting real close to dinner, to like lunchtime. I'm kind of hungry. But
Well,
I
you could
mean,
just
I
tell
guess
us what you know if you're in a hurry.
I'm
I
not
wouldn't
gonna
want to
get in
keep you.
trouble for telling people I don't know things.
Yeah,
about.
that's right. You won't get in trouble at all because she is from this monastery. Just
You're
curious, we
from
haven't
here.
visited in a while.
But you
Jade
haven't been
is.
here for what? You said 2 weeks, right? After we got here.
That seems to be the case.
And it really isn't a very long time. Just to kind of put that in perspective, just putting that out there.
It's long enough. And you watch their head kind of like, okay, what you want to know? Would do the trade. I want to know where you're coming from.
That movement look familiar? Like we're
Yeah.
on the receiving end of a... Were they slightly distracted and not listening to us and listening to something else?
Roll me an insight.
$13.
It was definitely off. It didn't seem like it lasted long enough for them to have been like listening to something long. If they were,
Mm-hmm.
definitely wasn't normal though.
Isn't-
Magically not normal?
I mean, unless they have like ticks like that, maybe. You can give me a Arcana check again. I want to see if magic.
Only a
Happened.
14.
I mean, actually, the magic that you had felt earlier around this person is now fresh. It's still faint, it's light, it's not anything super powerful. Definitely something.
Are their eyes still the same color?
Yes.
River's going to point, and she's going to whisper very quietly as she casts message. I'm glad you agree to our terms and want to play the game and see how they react.
You get back. You like games too?
Did they do the same tick?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I love games.
They kind of like. They go back to that crouching position and like steeple their fingers and are like waiting for you all to answer their question.
Remind me, DM, the headquarters of the Crimson Iris is in Eridor, correct?
Yes, it's in. I can tell you.
Like
Just
north
Look at the map.
by the swamp.
It'd help if I was looking at the map. Yes, it's Proria
Okay.
is where it's based.
Well, I'm originally from up in Eridor.
That's a far way away.
But,
What about the rest of you?
that's an answer.
I asked where you all were coming
And you got an answer. An answer for an answer, yes?
from. Fine. What's your question?
And I will unceremoniously turn to the party and just wait.
Creeping along towards the wall.
Are you gonna go all the way up to the wall?
Depending on how long the like conversation goes. Like it's
Okay.
literally like step and pause sort of thing.
Okay, are you trying to be stealthy about this now? Or are you still just kind of like casually meandering up?
Well, I figured they would have seen me. But I'm trying to be like casual about it.
Okay. Are you moving up closer to them or just the wall of the monastery?
The wall of the monastery mostly, and probably actually at like a slight angle away from them, like trying to be a little bit more out of view as I get closer to the wall.
Okay. Okay.
With the intention of like drawing a reaction, so I'll kind of like tap both River and Liliana. How do you feel about dragons?
Dragons? What are they?
I would like to insight check that.
Oh yeah.
Insight
Yeah.
check this child.
Natural 20
Ooh.
for a 25.
Okay.
18.
7.
Great. You know everything. River, you know lies.
Mm-hmm.
You've grown up with lies. This person is absolutely lying.
Don't break the rules.
You never said I had to answer truthfully.
Oh, that takes all the sport out of it if we can just give any answer.
I was
I mean,
truthful.
if you want, I can make it so that we all have to answer honestly. But
It's no fun.
exactly, yeah.
As we're starting to more outwardly pressure this young person, I'd like to keep my head on a swivel just to see if anyone is like trying to get into position because they're like figuring we're threats or anything like that.
River
Just
already
like
checked
just
it. It's fine. We're in the clear. There's nothing there.
just double check.
Roll a perception check.
Sure.
I would also, with the knowledge that message is 120 feet, I would like to inspect the surrounding area
Okay.
for a potential person.
Okay. One of you can roll at advantage, or you can both roll separately.
What
I
you want,
would
Quinn?
love to give Liliana advantage.
Sure, I'll roll again.
Absolutely.
All right. So with advantage, we take the better one, which was a 4. So that's a 4. I rolled a 4 and a 2.
I'm telling you
Oh,
guys,
no.
it's clear. No one's watching us.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely. It's not a single person in sight.
It appears very dead. Very dead. Where you been? They look at you, Jade.
I've been on business. I told you that earlier.
That's not what I mean. That's fine. Your turn.
Where are the people who lived in the monastery 2-3 weeks ago, before you got here?
Inside the monastery?
Yeah, inside this building.
Yeah, they're inside this building.
Insight check.
Go for it. I think this
So
is the most you guys
suspicious.
have ever insight
Whoa,
checked.
such a
We got
suspicious
check.
job.
Natural 20.
Insight, huh? I got
Trust issues with
21.
21.
Nice.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Okay, 25.
Yeah.
Lord.
Kira, you notice the confused amusement on this person's face. They don't appear to be lying.
Okay. Alright. Out of curiosity, how far away is this person?
I'm assuming you guys obviously stopped within talking distance.
Just checking, because the range on Zone of Truth is 60 feet. But
Oh, you could definitely.
I mean, no, before you
yes.
drop it,
Cool.
we can bring a puppy into the situation.
oh yeah, no, not yet. Just checking. Just checking. Because I remembered I can in fact cast that spell. So
What? You're a paladin?
I know, right? What? Who knew? That's all. Okay.
Anissa, what is your passive perception for me?
It's ye old 11.
Okay. The hair on the back of your neck kind of like begins to stand up.
I mean, I would look around.
You roll me a perception check.
Come on, Anissa. Come on, redeem us.
What?
I believe in me.
Believe in you.
Ooh, natural 18 for 19.
Okay.
Woo.
Ooh.
You get the very distinct feeling that not only are you being watched, there is somebody very close to you.
Wait, like invisible? Where can I? What is?
You don't see anybody.
If I look down at the like grass around me, are there any like indentations as though there are footprints?
With a 19? Oh yeah.
I would not. Would I play it cool? Something's definitely up. Ugh. I'm going to try and play it cool like I didn't see, but then I am definitely going to like make a giant stretching movement and try and punch this air pocket of person.
Incredible.
Go ahead and roll me a attack, unarmed strike, if you will.
I have a. Okay, that's not terrible. 17.
Beats it.
Oh.
You stretch out and like kind of like turn. Actually, how do you want to reach out and punch this person?
Like
Probably.
cartoon character casually doing something, but then just like side punch.
You hear a very audible "Oh!" and appearing before you is another person. They're also in these black leathers with the red accents on them, hood up, and they kind of like hold their face and are like, "What? You punched me."
Oh, sorry, I obviously didn't see you there.
They kind of just like, yeah.
Why don't you just go over closer to your friend? And I kind of like try and herd them towards the gate a little bit more.
They're like rubbing their nose and come over. They're like, Meelan, come on, it's getting late. They're gonna call us to lunch soon. And you know how boss doesn't like us to be late. But these folks are kind of fun.
I'll kind of slap River a little, but like trying to do it discreetly. But... Boss. Bow.
Your boss is here?
Yeah? Of course he is.
And gives a very confused look over to Quinn. Who's your boss?
My boss?
Yeah.
You already asked me a question. It's my turn to ask a question.
No, actually, it is our turn.
No, you just asked if your boss was here. It's my turn.
Very well, ask your question.
What do you know of dragons?
The same as you.
And they kind of look like Milan looks up like that they're obnoxious pricks. At least one of them is.
Mostly
Yes.
the white ones.
Oh my god, he's like the worst, isn't he? And the other comes over and it's like, Milan, we should be talking about this. What if he overhears? Oh, he left early yesterday. Or late yesterday, excuse me. I know time. He took that lady with him. He had to go somewhere, I don't know. I tried to hear, but, you know, boss locked the door. Okay, but... should we really be talking about this? It's fine. This one lives here, don't ya?
Yeah, I do.
Well... alright, it's your turn.
Look to River.
I'm checking my spells. I'm checking my spells.
They're pretty compliant right now. I mean,
Weirdly so.
Weirdly.
Who left?
Scaly prick.
Oh, you said 2 people.
Oh, well, you didn't specify you wanted both of them.
It's like, who left? Thought that would mean more than one.
Oh, I don't know her name. I don't know. She's some old lady. Really respected or whatever. I don't know. Pay attention to that. I was just glad that dragon. And from the distance, you hear a clang, 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 and the other youth in arms. Come on, it's hot. It's time to eat. Let's go. You know how boss likes everyone to eat together. Ugh, fine. You all have to wait here. I'll have to go see if boss will let you come in. Very particular.
I just kind of like look at the group. Like, are we seriously listening to these 2 small
No.
people?
I'm about to walk in.
Yeah, I
Shouldn't
think
you
we'll just
escort us
come on
directly
in.
to the boss? I mean, we could take all that information then and leave. I mean, clearly you need to take us to your boss so he can decide what to do with us.
A persuasion.
God
check,
damn it!
please.
Run my shit. I don't know why I'm so angry. I have a +8. Natural 20.
Oh,
Good God.
The other teenager goes, Milan, come on. You have to keep your weapons outside.
That's easy for me. I'm just walking.
easy enough for
Or
me.
Or just keep it in his sheath where it belongs and I come inside anyways.
Hey, no.
Yeah, cool, let's go. Alright,
No.
walking in already. Going in. Walking in right after Jade and Quinn. Yep.
You hear hushed, very frantic words spoken between the 2. And they're like, I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this. And they run to catch up.
Mage armor, by the way, as we're going in.
For what it's worth, I took off nothing. I just walked.
Yeah. You enter the familiar archway. of your monastery. And you are greeted with the familiar smell of home. You look around and you see familiar faces, walking, chatting. But that's all they're doing. Chatting. Hushed. And for every 10 or so people that you see that you recognize, there's about 6 or 7 you don't. Dressed in black, with red accents. Varying between cloth, leather. A couple standing at corners, wearing what appear to be plate. But you recognize a lot of the faces that you see.
So like the only reason it was like quiet is that everyone's just like talking to each other, but like really low.
Yep. You watch as children walk in filed lines, followed behind one of the teachers. But you're used to hearing the sounds of sparring and practicing with wooden dummies and the children running rampant as they go to complete their chores for the day as quickly as they can so they can play. Not this. It's tense.
Are there any insignias or anything recognizable on the robes or the plate or the axes? Have we seen these before?
Investigation, because we're looking specifically for something.
17.
There is an insignia on the right top breast, or left top breast. A red crescent with 2 slashes at the bottom.
It's numbers wise, we're like heavily outgunned right now, it looks like. You know, just checking.
The crescent with the slashes, is that the Anissa's necklace, or is that the monks there, and then also the ones that River remembers from her childhood? Or
Yes.
She will
All the above. All the above.
grip Liliana and Quinn's arm and very quietly murmur, "They're wearing the insignia of the cult. They're here."
2 birds and 1 stone, then. Well, bird and dragon.
As you continue walking in, all of a sudden, Jade! And then there's a resounding, "Wait, Jade's here! Jade! Jade!" And the kids break rank, and suddenly noise explodes as they come and swarm you, Jade. Like, where have you been? Why have you been gone for so long? We missed you! Tell me stories! Wait, no! I want to talk to Jade! Let me talk to Jade! And they're just all over the place.
Oh, I gotta prepare to fight everybody. Because all the kids just broke line.
A couple of the teachers kind of look over and smile, and then they're like, "Come on, everyone, we have to get ready. It's time to go to lunch. Come on!" Like, "Aww!" Like, we have to go. And then the kids kind of don't leave. What do you do, Jade?
About how many have surrounded me, roughly?
Probably about 6 or 7.
Not sure if I could do this like subtly. Whichever kid is closest to me, I'm gonna bend down a little in their ear and be like, as quietly as possible. Why are these people here?
The I think of how they came here yesterday morning, and Master Silva let them in, and then Master Silva left, and they stayed. But now you're here.
Well, for now, go back with teacher, and I'll see you guys during lunch.
Promise?
Promise.
Okay. And they leave, and a couple of the kids are like, no fair, I wanted to talk to Jade. No, that I had to tell her. I wanted to tell her about how I did at practice yesterday. I was like, whoo, and then a whoo, and they all trail off after the teacher.
I just drop back a little bit and tell the group, these people have only been here since yesterday.
That lines up,
Suspicious.
doesn't it?
Something is definitely off.
Yeah.
Hearing 2 weeks from one, which is, probably a lie.
Yeah. Kids tend to be honest.
Unless the kid came first to scope it out. Look like an orphan. Get entered in. Send messages back to the boss.
I mean, it's possible they could have scouted, but
I don't know, them showing up like yesterday does kind of line up with what you were told through the thing.
and just that one of the teachers left with the boss. So that part is true. What they were saying, that the two people who left.
It could have been somebody working with them, or it could have been hostage. So either somebody who let them in the doors, or someone that they felt would keep either the monastery or you in line.
I mean, it seems plausible to me that a teacher would go somewhere upon request to keep his students safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that it's that they're necessarily on their side so much as just trying to keep everyone safe.
Well, I was going to suggest just, evacuating the monastery and clearing them out to a secondary safe location, but that doesn't seem like it's going to work now.
Yeah, I had that thought too before seeing all these extra guests.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should go peek at this lunch that they all insist on eating family style.
Yeah, might as well see who
Yeah.
the boss is.
Are those are our two greeters from the gate still following us?
Yeah, they're kind of standing off to the side now. And like whispering quietly to each other.
Well, it's not like we necessarily need them to guide us towards, because I know this is my house. But if we're trying to earn some kind of favor with whoever is in charge here, we should probably have these two kids. Or, well, yeah, I keep saying they're kids, but I don't know if they are.
They're youthful.
They're youthful. Well, we should probably have them lead from this point on, if we're trying to do that.
I think something like that would be the best idea, if only to give the impression that we're not going to cause trouble.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
It's just a feeling, really.
Collectively, everyone swear their heads. Oh, what trouble could we possibly get up to? We're just hoping Jade come back home to say hi to family. Checking in.
Dropping off a chi.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping off
Exactly.
she.
Oh, how
Who
come-
might have run off with that pack of kids, which is perfectly fine. There's nowhere she can really get to. Better that she's there.
She is with you guys still. She's actually hovering a little closer. She's getting those new kid jitters.
Mm.
Ah, shy kid. Okay.
Although, how come every place that we suggest taking Chi to turns out to have some big problem going on?
This should have been the one with the least problems.
I know! It's...
Just lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh. Sounds like God's at play.
Well, Polydon, thank you for your patience.
Oh, right.
You don't want to
This
miss your
way.
lunch.
And Milan begins to take you in the same direction that the teacher was leading those children. You walk down the halls, and the difference between, or the dichotomy between the two, is you have those in the black and red. They seem to be more suspicious as you walk by. Those who are in robes of varying, of multitude of hues, in a specific pattern, kind of like nod to you as you pass them on your way to a very large central hall room. The dining room has tables assembled. There are like 8 tops scattered around, and you watch as all the robed monks and the children find seats, whereas those in the armor do not. They kind of line the wall and just kind of lean casually. A couple of them find seats, but majority do not. At the far end of the room, there's a long table that is facing the rest. And there's 5 seats. Only 3 of them are filled. There's a tiefling, a halfling, and an earth genasi. Jade, they make immediate eye contact with you, but say nothing.
I like subtly nod my head in their direction.
It's more of a like very slight nod, but they don't move from their seats. Well, come on, aren't you gonna find a seat?
I thought we were going to your boss.
Well, he'll be here soon.
Are the 5 people on the long table, are they in teacher robes? Are they in the monk?
The 3 seated, yes, they're
Okay.
in the robes.
We'll go follow the children and get a seat.
Where are you seated? Back, middle, front?
Someplace that has a decent vantage point of as much of the room as possible. I think it's probably where most of our heads are at.
That, I think, makes the most sense.
Yeah, I'd follow, but I would not sit. Like, wherever they go, I'd be like wall closest to.
I am between Kira and Jade.
As soon as we sit down, I start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Front, middle, or back?
I'm wherever the group is. Or
Would front be
splitting.
closest to
Front is
the-
closest to the long table that have the 5 seats, and then middle is about halfway through the room, and then back is closer to where you came in.
Are there any other doors?
Is there? Yup. Is there another exit?
Yes, there's a couple exits. So there's the main doors that you came in on. There's one on the right side, and there's 2 in the back, towards the table with the 5 chairs.
I almost want to sit near the big table so that we can see who's
Mhm.
coming in the doors.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
I
And
tend to enjoy sitting at the front of the room as well.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Usually I suggest the back, however, we might need to very quickly get to people at the front, so yeah, to the front we go.
Joy.
But I won't take like the path that's like straight down the main. We'll like go on the side of the room.
Not gonna just like march up to the table and like take one of the seats next to them, Jade.
That is not a chair for me.
You take your seats, and Quinn, you're ritually casting Detect Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Takes about 10 minutes.
I would also like to do a divine sense once we're
Okay.
as we're walking into the room, as we are to try and get as much of this room in that divine sense as possible.
Okay. Divine Sense is the one that lasts for 10 minutes, right?
No, that one's quick.
Oh, okay, so just immediate.
So
And
like
then,
as we're crossing, like as I'm dead center in the room, then I'll set that
Okay.
off.
It goes off. You pick up.
Celestial fiends, undead, consecration, desecration.
You pick up a few fae. There's 2 celestials. You pick up a couple undead. In fact, one of the teenagers beside you pings as undead. But everything else seems okay. Like you don't really get anybody else. But you do notice it's not desecrated. Okay. You take your seats at the front of the room, and Quinn, you begin ritually casting Detect Magic. About halfway through the spell, the doors open, and a tall, broad-shouldered man with his long white hair pulled into a low tail at his back, dressed in finery that's out of place here. He strolls up to the center table and he looks out at everyone. Welcome, one and all, to our luncheon. We're so glad you could. We have new faces. Welcome, welcome. This bounty was a gift, a welcomed honor to be here with you all again. Please, all, enjoy. And as he says that, he snaps his fingers, and one of the other door in the back opens, and some of the kids come out wearing aprons and other things, and they begin placing down plates. And they'll run back, and they keep continuing filing out. And the man looks down at you all, and then sits down at the center seat of this table.
Does the man look familiar?
roll me a history check.
And specifically, is how he talking seem familiar?
Okay.
Oh, not great. That's a 3.
He certainly sounds like he's got the same tone as Lauren, but he definitely doesn't look like him. However, you do notice that he too has this heterochromia, where he has a brown eye and a almost iridescent blue eye. Please, enjoy, he says to you all.
I need to check how a spell works. Hold on. Hold please. Hold please.
This
have we
whole
seen the-
situation sounds so much like a Kool-Aid situation.
This is how the campaign
Like,
ends.
don't put the Nikes on.
Gonna go ahead and, as the food's coming out, go ahead and cast Detect Poison and Disease, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a Kool-Aid situation? Please.
I don't think you have to roll for that one. Nothing pings.
Okay.
Well, that's
Alright.
good.
That's something.
Note taker and collective group check. Have we seen anyone else like in previous episodes with the eye thing? Is this something that's come up before?
Not to my recollection now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just continuing to cast, like not paying him any attention.
As the food comes out, your detect magic goes off, and a few things around here light up with magic. There's a few enchantment spells. I need to look up one spell real quick. I'm pretty sure it's evocation, but I just want to make 100% sure. I'm not going to give you it is evocation. Beneath the table where the 5 have set is the bottom radiates evocation magic. The man radiates varying different magics. He has a necklace that seems to have magic, enchantment magic on it. But is there something particular you are looking for with the detect magic?
Well, the man, but also I am like checking the entire area.
Okay.
I'm wanting
yeah,
to know what we're up against in this room.
He definitely has magic, but others in black do not. Occasionally, some of them do, but it's the ones that do are sitting down to eat. The ones that don't are standing along the walls. A couple of the monks have magic, but you recognize this as the same sort of vague sense of magic you get from Jade, from their abilities, from their path.
I would like to lean over to Jade and be like, how offensive would it be for me to walk up and just talk to the 3 at the table right there?
I mean, it wouldn't be offensive, but what's off is just that whole table. We don't separate anybody like this. We all just eat together. So the fact that this big table has everybody over there like that is odd in itself.
I'm gonna go try something. And I get up.
I try to grab her wrist because, like, we're just surrounded by 1 million people.
And then I just kind of like, I'm trying to convey with my eyes that, like, it's gonna be a lot worse if I don't do this.
Yeah, like, can I get some backup here?
Oh no, I'm completely Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Like, no, Quinn, I'm so shocked that you're doing something
No, stop,
risky. I
no.
can't believe this.
How's it feel, Lily, to be on that side?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never done anything reckless in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
love
let
this
go.
about you.
Well, hang on, I
Anissa?
might not actually have to get up. No, I don't even have to get up. Never mind.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, and I just sit there and I kind of like look over the table and I cast Dispel Magic on the
At
evocation.
what level?
Oh, shit.
Gotta pull up the spell again.
I'm just doing a third, the regular.
Release.
I mean, you do have to roll for it if you're trying
Yeah.
to dispel something that's like above a third. So
I'm
like,
gonna need you to roll for it.
you got this.
We believe in
That's
you.
just with my spellcasting modifier, correct?
Right, you announced to the group that you were doing something, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
As River is looking over to Lily, saying, you know, the how's it feel to be on that side, she's just gonna gently pat Quinn on the back and give her bardic inspiration. D6.
Okay.
Oh, no.
For a total of 7.
Nice. Nice.
Damn.
Ouch.
So when it succeeds, what does it look like, Sarah?
I'm trying to if dispel magic, if it fails, nothing happens.
Yeah.
So you watch as the magic settles over the table and it sparkles faintly only to your eye, but the evocation magic is still there.
What did you do?
I tried to dispel the what I'm assuming is a magical bomb that's underneath that table.
A what?
There is a hefty amount of evocation magic that is underneath their table.
So the leader would also just sit on the bomb too. Well, that's pretty crazy. Don't know what to do about that.
Is there like a tablecloth underneath the table, I'm assuming?
No.
It's just all open and
They're just sitting on a box.
No, they're sitting in seats.
Yeah, like the table's on a box.
but there's nothing that is obviously where the magic is. Like obviously we can't see the spell, but there's nothing there that looks like a conveniently placed object that has a shit ton of magic in it.
No, not like a if you see something, say something situation. Or like,
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Quinn
that's that
has
whole-
a see something, say something situation. But you,
fair enough.
who have not cast Detect Magic, do not.
I mean, I assumed that assumed that it was just it looked like it had like been trapped.
Absolutely was.
Yeah.
Is.
I mean, I can hit you again if you want to try again. Wes Jade, you've never seen that man before, right? He's definitely not a usual resident here.
Absolutely not. You see how he's dressed?
I'm just checking. I don't know how monasteries work.
You know, it's all set up as weird. Him, all these people, this table being separate. Like, we don't sit separate from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that he's got some nonsense where he's forcing him to sit there as a threat.
Oh, do we?
You
No, go ahead.
you hear the sound of a chair pushing back, and you look over, and the man comes over. Like, you haven't touched your meal. Is there something wrong with it, Jade?
Why do you know my name?
Why, that's all anyone around here could talk about. How much they missed you. Oh, and I believe a mutual friend of ours may have mentioned you might appear. I don't think this is the place for a conversation like this. Would you care to join me in my office?
Not by myself.
Oh, come now. What have you to worry about? I'm clearly unarmed.
Insight check.
Yeah, insight check on that shit.
Everybody's
Go for it.
looking.
I mean, my detect magic is still up, so
13.
5.
One.
Natural one.
I mean, he's doesn't have a weapon on him.
This is completely truthful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Seems honest.
I mean, I don't need weapons on me, but that doesn't
Yeah,
make
in a
you
monastery,
less
so-
dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
who needs weapons when you have breath, right?
Breath, me. Oh, I'm not so blessed.
Nice necklace.
Oh, thank you. It was a gift.
From Lauren?
Yes, actually. He made quite the scene about all of you. It was quite comical, actually. However, I have business with Jade here that I can take care of.
You think we're
Because
leaving her alone, then you've got another thing coming.
The problem is your time is ticking.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That
Yes, that's not good.
can DM
Yes.
can my character make the connection that I just made by that comment? Of
Sure.
what spell with a delayed reaction and being evocation.
You have studied magic your whole life.
I am going to
Bardic inspiration.
I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm gonna turn around. I'll use my 4th level to dispel magic at the table.
Okay. Roll for it.
Not you.
Can I send
Come on,
Dan
Chloe,
over
you got
to
this.
give
Yeah, you
disadvantage
do
at
have
the
bardic
spell?
yeah, I was like, and you do have bardic inspiration.
Okay. And cast it at a higher level? Does that matter? Is it still?
No. It's still,
Okay.
the DC is still just 10 plus the level of whatever you're trying to dispel.
Well, then fuck it. I'll do it at the 3rd level. Doesn't give me any more than that. 'Cause I know what level that is. Okay, so that is a 25.
Whew.
Your magic settles over, and you watch as the evocation magic fades.
I think we have a little bit more time now.
What's his reaction?
That wasn't exactly the ticking I was talking about. That was just fun. for
Inside
me.
check.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna join her in that one.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Goodness.
Yeah, we're spending them all here.
Yeah, you
Yup,
are.
yup, yup.
I've
Yep.
seen this before.
He definitely has a twinge of irritation in his voice, but he doesn't appear to be lying.
Okay. All right.
I would assume that he means the time with Lauren then. Since we're supposed to be meeting him later.
Probably, yeah.
We really want
Should
to
I
discuss
try a
that
thing?
here, amongst so many sweet faces.
Either we talk here, or all of my friends get to go with you somewhere private.
Then I get to bring some of mine with me as well.
Seems fair.
Good. And he whistles, and you watch, almost in eerie unison, they turn and begin marching towards the back door. Shall we go somewhere a little more
Creepy.
available? Oh, come now. That's no way to speak about someone's home.
I don't think it's the actual building itself. I think it's just your
Yeah, the
Oh,
vibe.
me?
everything.
Oh,
yeah,
well
yeah.
then. Thank you.
Not into. Okay.
Shall we? And he turns his back on you as he begins to walk out after the men.
I would like to just ever so discreetly prick my finger on one of the kitchen knives, just so I'm already bleeding in case that becomes relevant.
Okay.
Are
we're
all of the
following.
guards, like all of the armored guards going? So they are leaving everyone in the cafeteria unattended? Does it look
All
like...
the ones who are not seated.
Okay. Well, I feel a bit rude for interrupting their lunch, but then who am I kidding? No, I don't. Let's go.
The ones who were standing were eating, so we didn't interrupt anything.
You know, the ones who were sitting stood up to follow, right? Or vice versa?
No. The ones who
Oh,
are
I'm not listening.
standing on the perimeter
Okay.
left. But the ones who are still seated are still seated.
Okay. I take it back.
I believe we follow.
Yeah?
Totally.
Okay.
It'd be last one through
As-
the door though, and I would want to watch like if anyone else is like moving in. Like, are there replacement guards coming in? Are the people who are seated staying seated? Like,
Make a quick perception check.
Also, as we're walking out, can I catch the eye of the 3 elders at the table? Or 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. Roll me a perception check.
I got 19 for a dirty 20.
Nice.
Anissa, you watch as you walk by the guards who are seated. You watch as all of them glance, trying to be subtle about it, and watch you go. Jade, what did you get for your perception check?
11.
You make eye contact with them, and they're all looking at you, but they do not move.
As we're passing by, River's just going to quick message to let's go with the Earth Genasi. And just really quick. Any advice or suggestion would help. We're here to help you as best as we can, but we're going in a bit blind.
The spell's been dispelled too.
And whatever's under the table was dispelled. Get your own line.
I swapped that one out this morning.
I'm always stuck with it now. The one who doesn't like to talk.
It's good for your character development.
I refuse.
You guys are just like back and forth.
Yeah. Earth Nazi's getting all of this, by the way. It's open call.
They're like,
You could tell them they can respond to the message too if you wanted.
No, you can respond to this message.
you get a deep, warm voice in your head, and the Air Genasi responds. He is toying with you. Don't fall for his games. Things are much more dire than they appear. We are trying not to let the others know. And that's it.
Are we kind of like by ourselves in a group, or are they surrounding us?
How are you?
I imagine they like went ahead of us and we kind of stalled for a second and then we started following.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like to our group collectively, River's just gonna whisper, well, everything is shit. Apparently he's toying with us and everything's much worse. So, trying not to let everyone else know. So heads up.
Kind of figured that, yeah. That makes sense. We'll just be careful.
Guess accept no deals because he's just toying.
Yeah.
I imagine Lauren's the one with the real power.
We'll have to see what their relationship is, because something is still not adding up here.
So roughly how many guards are outside and how many guards are joining us for this little convo?
You saw like 12 guards. 6 from each side leave.
And are all 12 of them wearing plate?
Yeah. Yeah. A couple aren't. Most of them are.
Heat metal be really nice right now.
What is he so afraid of that he needs this whole like arsenal of people for a location that doesn't even really fight people like that?
Maybe he just really wanted you on your own.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, like, I'm not that strong. I don't understand why he needs anyone with plate. Or, like, 100 people.
Something tells me, despite his demeanor, that we've been officially considered a threat. Don't think they're taking any more chances in just them versus us.
You continue down the hall. The guards leading the way. And they turn. And you're in a courtyard. The sound of a fountain bubbling. And the man goes and he sits on the edge of the fountain. And the guards kind of fan out around. But they keep their distance so you can have a private conversation, but still linger for a reminder that they're still there.
Are we now like surrounded in this courtyard?
I know that clinking of armor is gonna be echoing off the courtyards.
Yeah. Not totally surrounded. They're like kind of at specific points. But they're definitely all watching you.
So, you said you wanted to talk?
Not
About
with
what?
you. Not with you.
I didn't ask who. I asked the subject.
Jade, your time is ticking.
So you said.
Lauren thought you might show up here. So I am well aware of the deal you were struck. I hope you enjoy all of the visitors your Silva oh so generously welcomed in.
See, she's getting a little senile in her old age if she just let folks like you in.
Well, now that's not very nice.
She'd laugh if she was here to hear it.
Have you given thought to the deal?
Well, first, I don't even know your name.
Well, you never asked.
I don't think I'm gonna bother to, but I'm surprised that you're not one of self-introductions.
I prefer the common courtesy of asking. Manners and all.
Fine, who the fuck are you?
Manners? Manners? I don't think that's manners if you're asking me all this bullshit without telling me who the fuck you are.
I thought Kira wasn't supposed to swear.
My name is Aiden.
Insight.
Yeah, is
Yep,
your name
yep,
really?
yep,
I
yep.
don't know. Fuck.
18.
13.
23.
Damn.
Swearing gives her
Seems to be
superpowers.
lying.
Swaying is the bless.
Yep. I may not be able to. I may not be able to cast guidance, but I can swear. So.
Okay, Aiden. Why do you care so much about this Lauren deal? What do you get out of it?
Oh, I don't care. I'm just following orders. Honestly, being here just rankles, but I do what I can with the situation that I am given. Talk, tick, tock.
Oh, does Lauren give you orders?
Is he who I report to?
Sure.
Sometimes.
Is it Val the other times?
No. She reports to me.
Not what your little children said.
As if they know everything that goes on.
Insight.
This really is the most you have
Just
insight
15.
any of.
Okay,
characters.
River is looking
This
at
man's vibes are absolutely rancid. I'm gonna insight check him every 10 seconds. That was a 15.
He's. Go ahead, River. Real quick.
And, like, at the mention of Val reporting to him, she is intensely, and I know I tried to see if I knew him before, but knowing that Val knows him, and DC will probably be higher, but can River rackle her brain to see if she knows this fucker?
Roll a history check.
Fucking history.
He does not appear to be lying.
Alright.
Hold on, I'm seeing something really quick. Okay, I rolled a 14. However, if that failed, I will spend a sorcery point to re-roll it.
Yeah, I do not recall him.
Did it fail?
Yes.
Okay, I will spend a sorcery point to re-roll.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, much better, much better. 18.
You do not recall him.
Fuck. Okay. Does he seem like he know me? Or recognize me at any point?
Insight.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it.
16. Did I fail?
He does not seem to recognize you. Or
Did it feel like I failed? I know this is kind of tricky. I just get to re-roll it
Yeah.
specifically if I fail.
no, he does not seem to know you.
Okay. She's just still like trying really hard to figure out where the hell this guy is from and how Val would know him.
I need your answer. Or you. And he pulls out a pocket watch. Or you need to start heading back to Aletha.
What was the question again?
I need an answer
On
for your deal with
what
Lauren.
about the deal?
Either I get to finally have some fun, and you give me, or you give me what he wants.
What does me giving you what he wants do for me?
Why, it saves your whole... Your whole... monastery.
What's to stop you from destroying it, having your fun, even if she does take the deal? What's to stop this from happening down the road if, I don't know, we annoy y'all at some point in time?
You clearly don't understand how our organization works.
Then enlighten us, please.
I don't know. I'm okay with not understanding how these fuckers operate, but I mean, I guess that's alright.
Oh, she's powering up.
So much language.
Quick question, DM.
I'm pissed.
Sending, is it vocal? Can you do it in your head?
Sending, I believe you still have to whisper the words.
You
Oh,
do.
it is telepathic?
I believe sending is in your head, but it still has a semantic component to it.
Sweet, subtle spell. She's going to hold on to the necklace to Val, and in her head, how do you know Aiden? Is there any password or message that can quickly bypass him?
One moment.
Marking off that spell point.
Trying to see if... Aiden? Oh, he's a great friend. He and I studied swordplay together. Where are you?
Is there confusion in her voice, or like, I know Val. I know Val incredibly well. Is she fucking leaving something out?
Give me an insight at advantage because you know her.
$18.
She does not appear to be lying.
I'm just confused now and have no answers. Sorry. Continue on.
I don't think I want to. I don't think your meager minds could comprehend. And honestly, I just don't care to explain it to you. It's your choice whether or not you trust my word. But do know that if I am harmed, and Lauren does not get what he wants, this whole place goes up in flames. Tick-tock.
I guess I'm trying to understand what's the difference between me giving it to him versus giving it to Lauren. Because it just sounds like it's the exact same deal.
He's saying if you give it to him, you fulfill the deal.
I mean, that alone already sounds suspicious. I mean, you might work for Lauren, but it's not your orb. So how do I know that it's gonna get to him and this place stays safe?
I have ways.
Ways to let me know that this place is safe?
No, I have ways to get it to Lauren. You'll just have to trust that it'll happen.
You certainly have not left a lot of trust here.
It's your choice.
You could always just be truthful with us, and with that, I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. Centered on him.
Okay. That's and that's everybody.
In a 15-foot radius sphere centered on the point of your choice, and his head is the point of my choice.
Okay. Let me. You don't have to do anything via stream.
Nah, he just has to make, people within the zone just have to make a save. You can choose to
Yes.
come to it if you want, and I also am aware of who it has affected and who it hasn't.
Feel free to maneuver yourselves on here.
Oh.
Don't love
Oh,
that.
okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Oh, boy. Oh no. Oh no.
I gotta open
I'm not saying anything's gonna happen. I just have it.
Uh-huh,
just in
sure.
case.
No.
But
Sure.
feel free to maneuver yourselves how you guys are positioned. But this is your 15.
Where would we have come in from?
Yeah.
Here. Oh, let me actually put. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I'm on the right layer and show you where the guards
Whole
are.
mess of guards.
That's a couple few guards. That's too many guards. You can stop.
It's fine.
No, you can stop.
That's a lot of bit of guards.
Too many guards.
Too
Too
Too many
There we
guards.
go.
Oh,
Ah!
no.
I forgot
Ah!
I forgot I could mass
Get it.
control. So you guys came in from here. He's sitting here. Feel free to position yourselves. This is just where I loaded you all in
Mhm.
to.
Like in the bushes, but you know.
I think I'm alright with where I'm at.
Okay, and let me show you where you're at.
Alright, in that case, let's put the zone of truth, let's center it right in the middle of the fountain.
Okay.
Or, well, so that it kind of like cuts off right before it hits us. Yeah, that would put it
Okay.
like right in the middle of the fountain.
Okay.
And it's a sphere, so it'll mostly just have him in there. Yeah, so that would just put him inside it.
Hold on, technical difficulties. Panic.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
ah,
oh,
Whirlwind. There we go.
Why do I not have a just plain? Okay, we'll do it this way.
it's a charisma save, which
Yes.
is probably good at, which is disappointing.
All right. 5, 10, 15. Right? 15 radius?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
That'll be 30 across, yeah.
Okay. And you said
That looks good, yeah.
centered on.
On like the middle of the fountain, yeah. That works, yeah. That's good.
Okay. Charisma saving throw, huh? Where's my d20? There it is.
This will probably won't work. This is mostly Akira just being like, I'm so damn frustrated with you right now. I'm gonna just like.
What's the DC?
It's only a 14.
14?
Yeah. What do you get?
The magic you cast, you watch as it. Actually, well, what does your zone of truth look like? Because this is the first time you've ever cast it.
It is, yeah.
What
I
does your
think
zone of truth look like?
the space that it encompasses just kind of like gets a little bit brighter. Like the light in that zone just kind of gets like a little bit brighter, a little bit more golden for just like a flash of a second, and then it fades. The same kind of golden light as like showed up when she like uses her divine smite.
You all watch as the magic flashes for a second. Kira,
Mhm.
you watch him
Mhm.
as he looks out, and you feel the magic take hold
Oh.
as he failed on his charisma saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
By 1 point. But that is where we're going to take a break. So we're going to go
Ah.
ahead and take our break. We'll be back in about 10 or so minutes. And for those who are going to be watching on YouTube, the next part will drop in a few days. So stick around, join us. If you're here with us on Twitch this evening, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. See you soon.